Hi, it's Angela with scarsandtiaras.com with the Alive to Thrive series. This is take 572, it feels like, of trying to do this video today because it has been a week. It has been a week of things happening. And so often in our lives we put on a smile, a mask of a smile, and we say things are just fine, I'm just fine. And sometimes we're just trying to get through, and that's kind of the week I've had. I'm just trying to get through. I have literally-ish just stepped out of 1997. That is, I have just finished another round of edits on my memoir, and I'm getting ready to print it so I can do the hopefully final edits on paper, implement those, and then start shopping it around or whatever the case may be. But I wanted to tell you about a little incident this week. I was at the doctor on Monday, and I had not been to this particular kind of doctor in a while. And when they asked me how long it had been since I'd been there or seen that kind of doctor, I hesitated because I was bracing myself for the inevitable lecture. Nobody likes to be lectured, especially anyone. And so as I muttered how long it had been, I waited, and the doctor just said, "Well, you're here now." And that just meant so much to me because, again, so often when we delay something or we don't get something done right away, we get lectured or we are guilt-driven. People will just pile on feelings that aren't assigned to us, and it gets frustrating, it gets confusing, and it can really halt the progress that we're trying to make. But you're here now. And that's kind of how I wanted to look at thriving, because this has been a week, and it's been a tough week, and I've had the smile on, and I'm fine going, but it really has been a tough week, and I've just ended a tough edit, and I'm here now. I made it to right now. Because sometimes we're just always looking for this big, ultimate, thriving destination goal, and we need to remember that we can thrive right here. We can thrive right where we are, right now. Sometimes it is taking it step by step, sometimes it's minute by minute, sometimes it's second by second. And you put on your face, your smile and your I'm fine face, and you go out into the world, and sometimes you do have to get through, and that's part of thriving. That's okay. I'm looking at that from the perspective of how grief and shame work too, because grief and shame come out of abusive past, present, future. You get weighed down with this idea that you're supposed to hurry up and get over something. And I am of two sides of that, and as I've shared before, yes, I want you to thrive. I want you to get better and just start really taking off in life. And we don't want you to stay in a pit. But the other side of that is nobody gets to rush you. And I think that's the hard part about thriving is everyone has their own time clock, and sometimes people feel like they need to stay up here where this other person is. You can't do that. You shouldn't do that. In fact, if you try to do that, you're just going to stunt your own growth. So I want to encourage you this week that even if you're doing 572,000 retakes on whatever it is you're trying to do, or you're editing, it feels like for the millionth time, something that you're writing from the heart, or if you're just trying to get to the doctor, or you're just trying to wake up into the day, whatever it may be, you're here now. Take the next step, and then take the next step. And you're going to fumble around your words as I continue to do, and you're going to have to do retakes as I continue to do, and you're going to have to keep taking those steps forward. But let me tell you something. The more you step forward, the easier it gets. It's scary, it's hard, but you can do it. And as my teacup, one of my favorite teacups says, nothing is ever black and white. No two stories are alike. You do not have to keep up with anyone else. You don't keep up with me, you don't keep up with your best friend, your sister, your uncle, your aunt, your brother, your mother, your father. You don't keep up with anyone. You keep up with what you need for yourself. That's thriving. That's thriving within your own little world of where you need to be focused, not on the rest of us. So you're here now, we're going forward, and in 5 seconds you're going to be there now, But right now, be where you are and be okay with where you are. Give yourself grace. Good week, good week coming up, bad week coming up, whatever the case may be, just give yourself grace. Because thriving doesn't mean you have to be walking on top of the world and succeeding at all the things. Thriving means you're marching forward and you're doing the best you can. And I'm cheering you on. I'll see you next Friday at scarsandtiaras.com for the next in the Alive to Thrive series. Feel free to leave me a comment or a question here on YouTube, Facebook, or the website, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks so much.